Hello, beautiful. Welcome. So today's a special, I guess, different kind of video from what I usually make because I'm responding to a question that Leslie sent me a couple of days ago and resent it, bumped it up in my email in case I did not see it. I saw it and she asked specifically that I make a video about it in case there's somebody else who is struggling or finding it challenging to create from divinity in their coaching business. Because in her words, I want to find myself. I want to put out what Leslie is here to do. I get it. I understand it. In my own coaching business, for a long time, I was just a parrot of the industry. I said what everybody has said. I wanted to be like everybody else. And most importantly, I had the word Jesus on my website, but just a little place because I didn't want to, push away people who did not use that word. My first couple of clients that found me on my website were atheists. And I thought God was joking. It was hilarious. By the end of working together for 6 months, they were saying the name Jesus. They didn't come to me to work on their faith. At the time, I was a faith coach. I was a spiritual life coach. They came to me for their business and their relationships. And they would always say to me in the coaching conversations, Mimi, that sounds a little bit too much like faith. I don't do God. Stop the God thing. And I was like, when you found me, what is my logo on my website? Like, what does my logo say? It said at the time, and still does right now, she stepped out in faith and uncovered her possibilities. What did you think faith meant? Well, that's a whole different conversation. So this is not a Bible study or this is not church. I'm not a pastor or preacher. I'm a Sunday school teacher for kids. I'm a Bible study partner and I'm a business coach. That's what I do. But for Leslie and anyone else who has connected to the idea of identity and assignment in their coaching business, I hope this video supports you to co-create the life, the business, your truth, to open your heart, crack it open and share your heartbeat with your clients so they see you and they have the opportunity, they get the opportunity to choose you because you showed up and not your coach and not the guru you're following on Instagram or Facebook and not the YouTuber that you've connected with, but you, your business, the thing that God has put you here to do in the world, your assignment. And to always remember who you are. Always. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Mimi Dabo. I'm a high-ticket business coach, and I support spiritual women coaches and Christian women coaches to co-create profitable and simple high-ticket coaching boutiques so they can serve at a deeper transformational level, co-create exponential expansion in any coaching niche for their clients. And in their own businesses, they get to simplify with one high-ticket coaching offer created from their womb, from their prosperous womb. They get to impact millions of people with their message, with their DNA. They get to connect to their client's heartbeat. And they get to build, design, create the life, the business, the relationship that other people can only dream of. The Bible tells us that in 1 Corinthians 6:19, it says, Do you not know that your body is the temple, which means the very sanctuary of the Holy Spirit, who lives inside of you, who you received as a gift from God? That's in the New Testament. The thing is, Leslie went into detail in the email about her relationship to the church, the Old Testament, and how she's distanced herself from the church. And I can totally understand what happens when religion separates you from God, your gifts, and your divinity. I get that. I respect whatever it is you're going through, and I pray that you get the wisdom and clarity you deserve. Once Christ came for all of us, through faith, we're now temples of the Holy Spirit, which means Holy Spirit dwells in me. God is in me, in you, in all of us. He's everywhere. So when we go out, we go with God. God comes with us. When we're home, when we're cleaning the house, when I'm doing my daughter's laundry, when I'm cooking, whatever I'm doing, God is with me, so I can talk to him at any time about my business, my life, whatever. And the thing that's exciting about creating a business as a spiritual business coach or as a Christian woman coach, based on God's identity and assignment for my life, is that it's full of possibilities. It's full of excitement. And once I have the faith, which is a muscle that has to be grown and stretched, then I get to surrender to the beauty that is creation. And how do I do that in the coaching business? Leslie, you are a creative source. You are divinity, because God is in you, the hope of his glory in the world. What does that hope of his glory look like in your coaching business? It's the offer that you create that connects to your client's heartbeat, so that when they see it, it makes them cry, because you see them, you hear them, you get it. Your offer, your marketing, your messaging, your sales strategy is like the bridge between heaven and the world. Because heaven is here right now. You are heaven in your business. That is the bridge that your client gets to cross to fill that gap, that challenge, so they can live the fullness of their life, their health, their relationship, or their business. But you have to give birth to that offer. You have to actually birth that dream. So my invitation to you is to ask yourself, consider this, what would it look like to trust and surrender and not push against the tide, to midwife the gifts that God has already put inside of you? And I fully believe this, 100% of my entire being, my business is built on this, that your gifts, the magic and the brilliance that God put inside of you, you don't have to add to it, subtract to it, edit it, simplify it, modify it. It brings you before great men. It means that you get paid high ticket money for it. It's very specific to the people it's here for. That specificity. It's specific. It is what it is. It's specific, which means it's meant for certain people. I call it niche. You can call it the people I choose to work with, if niche triggers you, whatever. But I invite you to take your cues from what's inside of you, to take your cues from birthing that offer inside of you, that God, the soul, the creation, the divinity inside of you, and come from that place and create the majestic, magnificent, brilliant, uniquely you, most beautiful, and radiant high-ticket coaching offer that can serve the people you are here to serve. The byproduct of that is millions of dollars. It is $100,000 months, $200,000 months, $1 million month if you choose to. One of my coaches makes $1 million a month. At some point, you stop adding. At some point, the money doesn't matter anymore. What matters is your core values, the joy, the passion, the life you live, the legacy, the generational wealth, and the changes that happen for the women coming up behind you. For me, for my daughter and me, and the women that look like me, and the women in places, in tiny little towns in Africa that never imagined they could do what they want to do, but then they see me and know it is possible for them. But they won't see what's possible for them through me if I parrot somebody else's coaching program or business. So God is everywhere in you. Make a decision to stop playing chicken, playing footsie under the table, blaming, projecting, and actually put on your big girl panties, your big girl bra, and step out in faith and do the damn work already. Like, just plug into the wisdom that God has already given to you. And hire a coach, a supernatural coach. When I say supernatural, I don't mean she's going to stand there and hit the stone and pull water from the rocks. Possible. But it's someone who is not triggered by crap, who steps out in faith, who doesn't care what CNN is saying, who doesn't care if there's a recession, who's doing the thing God called her to do because God is leading the way and God is not broke and there's no recession in heaven. Okay? So as much as I want to like cuddle you and make this okay, I also want to light a match under your ass so you speak out and dominate your space and own your truth and share what God has called you here to share before you die. Because there's no waiting to be great in heaven when God is right here. It doesn't mean your feelings don't matter, but it means the vision, the assignment is much bigger than you. And what your coaching business is here to do in the world, it starts with you midwifing the gifts out of your prosperous womb, creating the high-ticket coaching offer that speaks to your clients, expands their vision, so you can market, message, and sell that baby and change lives and impact lives and make money so you do anything you want, whenever you want, with whomever you want, wherever you want. Let me know how this lands for you. Let me know what you receive from this and how you're going to plant this in your own business. And by when you're going to midwife the gifts out and birth your offer into the world. It's been good having you.